Hello everybody, we should be live. We're arriving at Sapsucker Woods. I have seen a cardinal, song sparrow, catbird, common grackle, American goldfinch, and another American goldfinch. Oh, and an eastern bluebird. Oh, come on, bluebird. Looks to be a mourning dove. Did I mention the song sparrow? A great blue heron. I don't know where it was, but it was, all of a sudden, it was maybe, I don't know if it was one of those trees and then dove down to the ground. I have no idea if I were to hurry over there, would we be able to see it? I don't know, but I just saw a great blue heron. Has to do the walking, and if he's, oh, I hear another catbird, and if he's pulling a cart, it gets heavy after a while. I thought I did. It may have been just like a leaf or something, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I hear a robin. I see two mourning doves. No, make it four mourning doves. Two more over here. And there were two over on this side. So four mourning doves total. Cute. Red-winged blackbird. I believe I heard one, and I just saw one that I believe was in a different spot, so maybe two. And I just saw another mourning dove. Some people here on this bridge up ahead that's to our left. I wonder if they're serious birders, or who knows? Maybe they are. I had considered not starting until I was set to walk, you know, with all the bug spray on and everything, but I thought, geez, the time is getting short, so I owed it to you to start up. I think I just heard another robin, and we're hearing a goldfinch. Who this person is parking so close to my spot. So it's not only that I have to have my spot, I can't have people parking close to me. Yes. Okay, we're here. Hopefully things are looking good in terms of the broadcast, and I need some time to get ready for the walk. And okay, so I'll need a few minutes. It looks like it's breezy, a little cloudy, which does, the clouds don't bother me, unless they make things get dark early. But I mean, they don't bother me because sometimes, well, as beautiful as the sunshine is here, sometimes, was that a morning dove? I don't know. No, I missed it. Oh, who's that? I don't know. If I had to guess, red-winged blackbird. But sometimes that sunshine, as beautiful as it is really tough to deal with when it's shining right in your eyes. So, usually this time of the day, it's shining right in my eyes. So, anyway, let me get things underway as best I can. I think we will use the cart. We'll see if we take the long walk or not. Well, Ferris, don't take the cart then. Well, the cart allows me, as I've mentioned before, it's actually a wagon, allows me to bring along the more powerful, better equipment. And sometimes that proves very worth it. We saw that last week. We saw the tufted titmouse, the baby tufted titmouse, and we had a good look at it because of that other equipment. So sometimes it's worth it. Okay, I'll be with you in a few minutes. No, I'm not ready yet. So don't think we're about to get going. We need a few minutes. I just want to show you something. Oh, I think I just heard a yellowthroat. One thing I don't like about this wagon is, I want to show you something. Can't stand on its own. Anyway, this is the wagon. Okay? That's the wagon. Until that's the wagon. Pretty cool, huh? Just heard a blue jay? And I'm not sure what I just heard. I still hate putting the bug spray on. That's not going to change. I wish it could be easier, you know, go to a car wash and... Oh, wait, what do I see? Shoot, I don't know what I just saw. Two somethings just flew in, and then they were just above, from my perspective, just above the building, and then they seemed to come in for a landing. They were large. I don't know if they were, I don't know what they were. They might have been gulls, actually, which look relatively large, or they might have been something else. Hello.
What are you doing?
This is sheer genius, isn't it?
I think so.
No, this is gear that ends up being too heavy for me to take around, so I'm putting it in my cart.
Oh, and you shoot images of the birds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm actually streaming live right now, and the camera that's running in there is connected to a bunch of people who are watching. And they're chatting. I can show you.
oh my God.
One second. Just heard a yellow throat.
What is that?
So these people are talking. They only talk so much, but like I said, I'm streaming live right now. Hmm?
That's beautiful.
It's a lot of fun
That's a
too.
wonderful thing to do.
It really is. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Take care. Maybe I should have given you the card. Oh well. I'm not going to put too much bug spray on. I'll see if I can get away with it. I might regret it. I don't know. The worst thing is when they get me through my pant legs. Oh. Do need to spray my hand. I mean, I take that as a personal insult. Just heard a robin, and we're hearing a American goldfinch. Okay. We're just about ready. I don't know how I managed to get a bird dropping on the sunroof. But wasn't there at the start of the day. Okay, let's see. See another red-winged blackbird. think we are more or less ready for travel. Welcome to Sapsucker Woods. Just want to see some of that. I don't like that. Okay. That's not good. That is not good. I don't like that. Oh, hold on a second. Is that one backwards? Oh. There. Okay. Believe it or not, there's a reason why I do most things. But not that. It remains to be seen. As I mentioned earlier, the rig that's carrying the current camera is kind of reconfigured. I'm not sure if I like it or not. And it remains to be seen if I'm going to like it as we walk today here. What happens is after a while, I've never taken the wagon, which obviously we just started using last week, on a long walk. What happens is after a while, between the wagon, which requires one hand to pull, and the camera, which requires a hand, and then the backpack just gets heavy. So it gets to be quite a bit and that was true of the other cart as well. Pushing that along would get tiring after a while. Lighting is tough. I can't see the camera screen. Some smaller birds. I don't know what they are. I can't seem to get them for you. I'm going to have to put you on the cart and carry the cart over the droppings here. And by the way, once again, I intend to restart everything once we're done here before we go to the campus. And so maybe I'll, shut everything off here and then drive there and then restart, reconfigure some things. Am I hearing cedar waxwings? Maybe. I always consider leaving the camera on the cart. But what happens when I do that is, it's as we move, it's just too bumpy a ride. It's not fair to you. But I don't know if I just saw a cat or not. Hearing one dove. I just want to look at that. I don't know what it is. I think it's probably a grackle, but yeah, that's what I think it is. I can't see it very well. see a robin on the trail here. Chipmunk. We've got someone taking photographs. I wonder what she's photographing. Hello.
Herons.
Pardon me?
Those were very pretty herons
Oh, were there?
in the tree.
You know, I saw them. I thought I saw them come in.
Yeah.
Are they still there?
No, they flew. They.
You didn't ask them to wait for me?
Well, I did, but then they heard whatever you had wheeling over there.
I see. I'm sorry.
What are you doing? Sound?
I'm doing sound and actually I'm streaming this live, so
Awesome.
sound and video.
Wow.
But I thought I saw 2 herons fly in. Plus, I
You
had
did.
seen one earlier.
There were 2 up in the tree.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I missed them.
They'll be back.
I hope so. Thank you.
Sure.
The 2 herons had been in the former nest tree. Robin. Great blue herons, that is. And they are most likely the birds I saw flying in. Remember, I had said just above the building and then lost sight of them. So although I didn't, I wouldn't count her sighting as something that I would, count, because I haven't seen that. I did see them come in, and that's what I thought they might have been, because they were large and they were of the appropriate shape and everything. I just didn't get the greatest of looks. Okay, let me look around with binoculars a bit. Red-winged blackbird. So far, nothing else really stands out. Who's that? Shoot. Around. It was closer, but I didn't get a look at it. The reconfigured rig actually points in a slightly different direction. I'm not sure I like it, or at least one that I'm not used to. I believe I just heard a yellowthroat. We're going to get going, I think, pretty soon. Not seeing all that much here. Okay, let's get going. I think I just heard a hairy woodpecker. And I may have heard I'm not sure if I heard a kingbird or not. Cardinal. By the way, last week when we were here, you may recall we had to go back to the car, and some people were wondering if I had forgotten the other camera. That wasn't what I had forgotten. It was extra batteries for the other camera. And as it turns out, I was glad that we went and got them. Shoot, I saw a woodpecker over here. It may have been a hairy, but I'm not sure. Chickadee. I thought I saw some motion. I don't know if I did. Something just vocalized nearby. I'm not sure what that was. I wonder if it's a young bird or... maybe a blue jay. That's what it sounds like. We're gonna keep moving. On the mulch trails, the wagon's not too bad, but it is louder here on the boardwalk and other boardwalks. I just caught a glimpse of something. Grackle, I think. Did I see something else? I think I just heard another yellowthroat up ahead of us. What is that? What was it? Who did that? Was that Carolina Wren by any chance? Carolina Wren. Okay. I thought so. It did not, by the way, seem very close. Wouldn't mind a look at one. We've never seen one on the tour. I can recall. Maybe we have. I don't believe so. We've heard them, and I've seen one or two on my own. It's the nicest thing the other day. I had to meet my brother and my sister-in-law at a location, and I arrived there first, and there were trees around and everything, and I heard some bird calls, and so I got out my binoculars and I was just looking around, and then they arrived, and there's a pileated woodpecker right in a nearby tree, and it was just nice to see it there, and I shared my binoculars with them, and they had, a decent look. We may walk a longer distance, but we still only have so much time. I don't know if I'm going to do the full walk. I don't know. But we don't have that much time if we want to spend any kind of a significant amount of time with daylight on the campus. So going to, regardless, keep a decent pace. Unfortunately, that means the noise from the cart. Maybe I shouldn't have brought the cart, I don't know, but I'm just afraid that I might see something and regret not having the equipment. Very quiet here. One thing, when they put the new mulch down, if they use the coarse mulch, it's harder to pull the cart over it, and it makes more noise. Fair amount more noise, actually. I think I hear a vireo. Maybe I should have left the cart behind and just walked. hope that it proves worth it for some reason. That's the worst thing is I've done it before where I've taken the cart around and ended up not using any of the equipment. Did I hear pileated? I think I did. This might be a mistake to go across the street, to be honest with you, in terms of time. Especially because usually we don't see that much there, to be honest. Sometimes we do, but usually we don't. But you guys want the longer walk. Who knows? Sort of pardon. We might have good reason to be here. And you never know what you'll see over here. I mean, for instance, even though we're away from the water, we might see a pileated, for instance, and maybe we'll see it very well. And get the other camera on it. That's what I would like, and that's one of the reasons why I'm carrying all this stuff. Always a chance. Said it before, anything can happen. Also, the gnats are driving me nuts. Here, Vireo, I think. I want to try something. Well, maybe not. I don't have time for it. Go order something. Okay, that's nothing. If this gnat doesn't get out of my face, I'm going to spray it itself with bug repellent. goldfinch that we're hearing, but that's just about it. I realize the wagon's noisy over the bridge, but can't do anything about it. Is that something? Hold on 1 second. I think it's nothing. Nothing. One thing we won't be doing is we won't be doing a lot of detours or anything on this side. We don't have the time for it. Probably should have said no to the long walk. Here, Robin. I mean, there's always a chance we'll see something, as I said earlier, but given how limited our time, it might have been better to play the percentages and just stay on the Wilson Trail. Even with the cart's noise, you can hear that you can tell there's not much in terms of bird vocalizations. And who knows, maybe as we get, as we go on, maybe we'll hear more. Chipmunk. But, we haven't heard yet any wood thrushes or veeries. And maybe it's, they're not singing maybe as much as they used to, just given the time of year. Hate to say it, I mean, here it is, 21st of July. August is right around the corner. Two or 3 weeks, some birds are going to leave. What did I just see? Hold on. if I saw a chipmunk or if I saw a bird on the ground. I definitely saw motion. Just don't know what it was. Oh, chipmunk. Big deal. That's a disappointment. I was hoping maybe a wood thrush or something. No offense to the chipmunk. Okay. This stretch is really filled with, it's just roots coming through the ground above the mulch. The mulch really needs to be replenished. Actually, I'd say it needs replenishment and maybe even some regrading. The whole stretch. Because it kind of, for whatever reason, bulges up in the middle a little bit. I think I hear Pee-wee. I apologize for the noise of the cart. It really is bad. You know, normally, when I just walk without it, I make some noise when I'm walking, but I try to be quiet. The cart, I can't do anything about, so I'm afraid you might be missing things as we walk in terms of sound. Uh-oh, mosquitoes. But something's vocalizing in the distance. I'm not sure what it is. Another peewee, I think. I have to keep stopping to slide the backpack back up on my shoulder. It slides off. Normally when I'm walking without the cart, I kind of hold it in place or move it as I'm walking, but since I have to devote a hand to pulling the cart, here's a robin. Cut here for a second. We'll walk over here just to take a look. I haven't seen much here late, not that we've been here lately, but we haven't seen much as we've come here. Really in many of the recent visits. The last song sparrow. The last exciting sightings we had here were really, red-tailed hawks. We haven't seen hawks in the woods in a while. We have seen them sometimes near, near Sapsucker Woods Road. And actually, we're not far from the road, but I'm talking closer to the barn, for instance. But within the woods themselves, we just haven't been seeing them. maybe I'm missing things, but it's certainly possible. But I just I think almost by accident we would see them, and we're just not seeing them. Not hearing a lot of calls about them. Maybe some when we hold on. This stupid wire is really annoying me, and the bugs are bothering me too. Almost by accident we should be seeing hawks, and we used to see them not necessarily every time we walked. And I'll fully admit that we're not spending many hours in the woods, and we are for the most part sticking to the Wilson Trail. But even along the Wilson Trail we used to see them sometimes. It's just not happening. I think I just heard a yellowthroat. See a catbird? Oh, no, I don't see it. Chickadee? I'm going to put you on the cart. You're going to ride backwards for a bit. I think. Yep. That's what's going to happen. Sorry. Just saw one or two crows. Make it one. hold of it. That's not good. Wires are all tangled and everything. And we're not going to that's not good. I'll make it like that. Did that break? No. We are once we re-enter, we're gonna head right back on the same trail that brought us here. So we're not going to take the extended walk here. It doesn't make sense in terms of time and everything. Here in the woods, we haven't been seeing anything. I know it's possible, but we're going to head right back to the Wilson Trail. No sense in doing a lot of walking for nothing. Tend to one or two things. 1 second here. Sometimes the wires just don't want to be the way they're supposed to be. Okay, give me a minute. Things are just quiet here. And you know, maybe it's no surprise. I mean, everywhere where we've gone, it's been quiet. We did see quite a few birds, I'd say, from East Road, okay? But Wildlife Drive was relatively quiet, and even just in terms of bird vocalizations, it was quiet. From the very beginning, as we started the drive, we weren't hearing much, really. By the way, the very, very young tufted titmouse that we saw last week is on YouTube, if anyone's interested. was thinking yesterday just about, the calendar and everything, how it's almost August. And then I was like, oh, August. I've said it for years. I mean, August is probably, in many ways, the worst month of the year here, I think, at Sapsucker. It's not to say that there's nothing to see at all or anything like that, but here, crow. But the pond is overgrown with lily pads, and vegetation in the woods is all grown in and starting to look ugly, and if things are dry. And the birds aren't really singing. They're, for the most part, not all species, but they're done. They're done with mating and reproduction. So in many ways, it's the worst month, and then things start to get a little better in September sometimes. And I don't know if there's going to be another heron meetup this year, heron watcher meetup. But I always think about last year they were here in early October rather than late September. And believe it or not, that maybe a week or so can make a difference. I mean, it's always good to come here. Up ahead, what am I hearing up ahead? It's always good to come here, but sometimes, you have better chances of seeing things than others. Sounds like a little bit of rain is falling. Just a few drops. I don't have an umbrella with me, but I have a feeling we'll be fine. There was a little rain between Montezuma and here. Not much, but enough to run the wipers for a few minutes. What am I hearing? Am I hearing kingbird? I believe king. Okay, let me quickly look around a little bit. Oh, I see Canada geese. I don't know if I can show them too. I probably can. Let's see. Hold on, I just saw something that's troublesome. I've got to set you down. I've got to deal with potential battery issue. One second. Okay. Don't know how that happened. Let me look up there with binoculars. One second. Looks like one kingbird and some other birds. I would show you the geese again, but many of them have left that little clear space that we can see from here. Okay, we're going to move on. Not that much going on here that I can see anyway. One second. That's better. sparrow. We may not be seeing much, but at least it's not, 95 degrees. Hold on. Saw something. No, I can't deal with it because the cart is starting to roll backwards if I... Okay, probably a titmouse by the sound of it. Unless that's a chickadee, I don't know. I always get them confused in terms of their alert vocalizations. Okay, let me just have a quick look here. See if I can see anything. Oh, come on. I don't know what that was. I was hoping it would come straight where we could, straight this way so we could see it. It sounds like whatever it is, there are two of them. Whatever the species. Okay, we're gonna get going. I'm not seeing much. Are those ducks way over there? Oh, that looks like a wood duck. Not sure about that. Now we could get a better look, but I don't know if it's worth it. There's at least two kingbirds. One there and one there. They each just flew there. I was hoping the geese would come this way so we could see them. Oh, there are more geese than, more geese just took, there might be quite a few geese. I hope they swing around so we can see them, but I have a feeling they're not going to. I kept seeing more geese take off, or at least it looked like they were taking off. It's too bad. I would have liked to have seen how many there were. I didn't. Okay, let's get going. I think I just heard a robin. In the interest of time, I don't believe we'll take the walk back to the water. Because I am going to need to pack up the cart and everything. It takes more time to put it away than it does to deploy it, really. Robin? I don't want to bother the robin. Jeez, I swear the bugs are the most annoying thing sometimes. Trying to hold still and there's one going right in your eye. I'm not saying that they don't do it, but I'm not accustomed to seeing robins stand on one leg. But that one, okay, that one ran off, no problem. And so it did. I just was concerned that maybe there was an issue. We often see birds standing on one leg. You know, they've got one tucked in or something, but let's stop here for just a few moments. Just enough time. I hear a belted kingfisher. I don't know if I see it or not, but let me look with binoculars quickly. I don't know where it is. There a second ago, but I'm not seeing much. And those geese, by the way, might be the same geese we saw earlier. I believe they are. Somehow I don't get the sense that they all left the pond completely. I think they just took off to another area of the pond. Maybe wrong though. Okay, let's get going. Cardinal, and I hear one or two robins, including one that was calling an alert by the sound of it. Chickadee. Could be because of me and all the racket I'm making. Blue jay, a couple of American goldfinches. Maybe a couple, well, I don't know. Oh, what did I just see? Hold on a second, I'm gonna look at something. Something didn't look right. I don't know. Oh, what did I just see? That was a bird of prey of some sort. If I had to guess, it was a kestrel. I'm not going to bring the cart all the way to the edge for various reasons. Or all the way to the end of the line here. Of some sort, I believe. How beautiful. I have to admit, I wouldn't mind having the other equipment for them. I'm afraid, though, if I walk over and get it, they'll swim away, and I don't want to do that, so we'll hold off. Running out of time anyway. It's a little after 7. You know, the days have been getting shorter for about a month now, so we only have so much time. I don't know where the hawks on campus have been spending their time. So I'm pretty concerned about that. What's with these wires? They're really annoying. Keep hitting my legs, which may not seem like a big deal, but I have to be concerned about pulling on them or pulling them out of things. Okay, the robin. We're heading to the car. Who's that? 1 second. Robin? Yeah, looks like it. Another robin. And American goldfinches. Okay. Again, I need to put away the cart and everything, and that's going to take a little bit, but maybe not as long as it did last week. So maybe by 7:30, maybe a little sooner. But you know, obviously I have to pack up and drive to the campus. The driving is going to take longer than anything, and then we'll start up from there, and hopefully we'll find some hawks. Okay, so hopefully by I don't know when. Okay, as soon as I can though. All right, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit. Probably should have turned off the camera first, right?